Good morning. Sorry if I'm whispering. That's why I have the mic. I have roommates and I'm still a little bit shy when it comes to them hearing me make videos or just people knowing that I'm making a video. And I also don't want people to think that I'm talking to myself. I hope I'm not holding the mic too close to my mouth and it's extra loud when you're watching. But like I said, I'm whispering, so I don't want you guys to not hear me. Anyway, it's been such a long time since I've posted on this channel. Welcome back. I feel like I'm telling you welcome back, but it's actually me welcome back because it's been so long. I really don't know what I even want to talk about. I just think I have this feeling that it's time for me to start making videos again and posting back on this channel, which is very interesting because I've made two other YouTube channels since this one. I only did that because I just felt like this one was just too traumatizing for me. It was a lot of negativity on this channel that I probably poured into, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to start fresh. I think I want to continue with this one because I'm not just gonna run away from it, I guess. We're here. And when I first started YouTube, the very first time I posted on YouTube, I was a freshman in high school, and it was literally around this time. Every single time that I'm let me get back on YouTube, it's always in the fall. It's always between September, October, this time frame, this era. I was a freshman in high school and I didn't even have a computer of my own to edit. I had a friend who let me use her computer to edit my videos, and it was fun, and it was very I don't even know how to describe the feeling at the time, but I was enjoying myself. I wasn't really thinking too much of it. Obviously, I didn't become an overnight sensation, which was at that time my goal. That's what I wanted. I'm oh, overnight fame, whatever. And I had the personality for it. So it's there should be a piece of cake. But obviously that didn't happen. And then because I was so young at the time, I really didn't have the discipline, the consistency. And like I said, I didn't have a computer of my own. And it was annoying to have to ask a friend, hey, can I edit on your computer every single day or whenever I wanted to make a video and edit it? So I was you know what? We're just gonna leave this be and do something else, focus on school. Sorry if you hear any background noise. My neighbor on this side of my apartment, she's very annoying. It was girl, I know you know that people can hear you. Why are you so loud? The second time I wanted to do the whole YouTube thing, it was during COVID. I'm trying to look at the camera instead of looking at myself, but I just end up looking at myself. I'm gonna practice more. Obviously, it's been a long time since we've done this. The second time I wanted to try YouTube again, it was during COVID. This time it was a little bit more consistent. I did it for a longer period of time. I was posting every single day for about a month and a half. I was grinding. I was on my Zoom and I was so in love with it. It was so enjoyable, really. I had so much enjoyment doing it. There was a flow state, and mind you, when I was doing it at first, I didn't know anything about a flow state. I really knew this is what I wanted to do. I think it was June-ish, July, somewhere around there. I was laying in bed and I was just talking to God, talking to myself, damn, what do I want to do with my life? I'm God, let me know what's up. What am I doing? And I think at that time I had dropped out of school because I wasn't really feeling it during COVID. It was okay, girl, this is COVID. But I honestly think that was the best time to do school because it was online, you know what I mean? So I'll take the L on that part. But anyway, I asked God, what am I gonna do? And then around September, October, honestly, maybe even August, I came out of the closet, and then I feel that was when I was just so free because I felt I could do YouTube as myself. I didn't have to wear this mask. For me, doing something like YouTube, I have to be very authentic. I have to be very real. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose and you're putting on a facade. And people can sometimes, well, not sometimes, people can see through that. So I was no, you know what? I need to do this first. And me coming out of the closet was very intuitive. And it's so crazy because everything that happened around this time, it was a flow. You know what I mean? I asked God, I'm God, what? Show me what's up. Tell me, direct my steps, whatever. Then I was chilling with my friend one day and I was girl, I'm gonna come out the closet today. And she was huh? She's you're gonna do what? And she didn't believe me. She thought it was a joke. I'm and mind you, I'm African, I'm Nigerian, right? So she was please, your mom's gonna kill you. And I'm yeah, she'll probably kill me, but it'll be fine. You know what I mean? And I think she also saw how conscious, how much of a present moment decision I was making. So there was no talking me out of it because that's what she wanted to do. She was just no, I don't think it's time. I'm girl, no. Because for me, I always told myself, I'm gonna come out of the closet when I graduate college, when I have money. Because one thing about Africans, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as you have money to back it up. So I was always telling myself yeah, when I graduate school, make some money, I'm gonna come out the closet because you can't tell tell me nothing. I have money. I don't need shit from nobody. So when I was telling her that I was coming, she was like, that wasn't the plan. That's not, I was like, well, plans are changing, That's when the whole YouTube idea and like I was able to post as myself. And then I stopped posting again after like a month and a half of being consistent. Although I was like posting on YouTube, my family was still having a hard time with the whole like, oh, you're gay thing. And people were telling me that I needed to give them time to heal. So I stopped. I stopped posting because I wanted my family to heal. After a while, I started to feel like, wait, everyone's like living and I'm suffering. I fell into this like crazy depression. Like I was so sad. There was nothing I could do. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't able to do YouTube because they didn't like the way I was presenting myself, even though the way I was presenting myself was like me being authentic and just having a good time. So I became very like sad and depressed and like locked myself up in the room and just didn't want to come out. And then I kind of went a little like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say crazy, but I became rebellious. I just wanted to just do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I'm going to be selfish because I was just like, everyone's moving on. Everyone's living and I'm stuck and I don't know what I'm doing, So then I started posting for the third time. Now this time around, it was a little crazy. Okay. It was crazy because I was taking psychedelics because I was like, oh, I need answers. I want to reach like a higher self. I wanted God to speak to me. I wanted to open my third eye. That was a whole story for itself. And this is what I want to use my channel for. Okay. I want to use it to talk about myself. Like this is about me. This is my channel. You know what I mean? Whether you watch it or not, I think this is very healing for me. It's always been that way. And no matter how much I try to deny the power of me posting and editing and making videos, it's there. This is what I think about. And I feel like everything else that I've been doing, everything else that I am doing in this present moment is just vain. It's not real. I think this is the realest thing that I have going for me right now. I'm still in school, you know what I'm saying? So there's that, but I think there needs to be something else that feeds my soul because going to school doesn't feed my soul. Although I'm now going to school and I'm learning a major that I kind of like. No, I like it. Communications. I'm a communications major. So I think that could really help with this and also like any other future endeavors that I have in mass media. Anyway, I started posting again and this time it was really crazy. Like I was just posting a lot of crazy shit online, like not really caring. And I think when I look back at it, it was definitely a cry for help. I was in hell. I felt like, oh my God, this is like everything that I was seeing, everything that I was feeling. It just felt so unreal and real at the same time. I don't even know how to describe it. I was angry with everyone. I didn't trust anyone. I was literally going through like, I was talking to my therapist about it and she was letting me know, she was like, that was like, you were going through she called it like a minor pre-schizophrenic episode or a psychotic break. She said it was like a minor because there's like levels to it or whatever, I guess. Anyway, she was just telling me, she was just like, yeah, you were going through like a pre-psychotic break or whatever. And I was just like, oh, okay. Because when you go through a manic episode, you really don't think that you're going through a manic episode. You really don't think you're manic. You think everybody else is crazy. I was not okay. I was very much not okay. Like, yes, I was doing out of pocket shit, but a part of me still feels like, okay, but there's still some things that I did not know, I did not see. After I went through that psychotic break, I obviously realized me posting on social media, on YouTube, wasn't healthy. I felt like my passion started to use me instead of me using my gift. So it was using me instead of me using it. That wasn't good. So I needed to stop. When I stopped and I started to sit with myself and like really just be, I felt traumatized. I felt embarrassed. I'm like, how could I ever show my face in public again? Like you can't. Like there's no coming back from this. This is it. Your reputation, one thing that I've learned is that your reputation is everything. Once your reputation is finished, it's finished. Like once people see certain things that you do or that you've done, that you are, there's just no coming back. So I was like, oh no, this is done. Like I might as well kill myself. Like I wanted to die. I wanted to die. And this is so crazy because I'm someone who grew up a happy kid. When I started to feel depression and like sadness, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this feeling that I'm having right now? I wanted to die. I never wanted to see myself in a camera again. And I'm someone who had confidence. Even when I was fat and round and not as good looking as I am now, I still love taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? I still love looking good. I didn't care. I stopped going to the barbershop. I used to go to the barbershop every 2 weeks. It was a priority. It was mandatory to get my haircut every 2 weeks. I stopped getting my haircut. I stopped going out. I stopped posting on social media. I deleted social media from my phone because seeing people having a good time. Because when I was down bad, I used to think like, how can people be out here having a good time when I'm depressed? When I literally want to die and you're having fun. So basically, what I thought was because I was down bad, everybody else had to be going through hell. Not a good place. We're no longer there anymore, although we still deleted social media. I don't think like that anymore. Just because you're going through hell doesn't mean everybody else is going through it, you know? But just because you're going through something doesn't mean you're the only person going through something. Because I also felt like because I was having a hard time, no one else was having a hard time. It was just me and I was the only one. But people do go through hard times. People do feel feelings, you know? For the longest time, I said no more YouTube. I tried every once in a while, but it just never flowed, whatever. Then I started posting on TikTok a couple months or maybe even a year later. Started posting on TikTok because I'm like, well, TikTok is different. Like it's not, I don't have to edit. When I was doing YouTube, I really enjoyed the editing process because it had like a flow to it. It allowed me to be very present and like it put me in this like state of enjoyment, of relaxation, of just like creativity. That's when I knew that, oh my God, like I do have a creative gift. I might not be a singer, a songwriter, an actor, an actress, but I can edit a video, even though it wasn't like anything crazy to my level of creativity. I could edit videos and I can make them. So I was like, oh my God, I found my thing. Posting on TikTok was different. I have thoughts and I needed to express it. So one thing I did know at this point was that I needed to express myself. When you don't express yourself, that opens the gates of depression. When you hide, when you sink, when you feel less, I don't even know how to describe it, but when you don't express yourself as a human in this world, you can lose your mind. You can be very depressed and sad. And so one thing I did know is like I have these thoughts, I have these feelings, I gotta release them somewhere. So that's when I started posting on TikTok. Whatever, I'm posting on TikTok, but it's not feeding my soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm using TikTok as an easier way to avoid the bigger thing, which was YouTube. Like I was using TikTok as a way to avoid posting on YouTube because I felt like YouTube is now traumatizing for me. So it's like, okay, this is better. But now where I am present with this whole thing is YouTube is what I want to do. I mean, like it might not be the end all be all, but for right now, I think this is where we're at. Like I want to edit videos. I want to create. And I feel like TikTok is a little bit more limited than that because you can post hour-long videos now, but I don't know, I just feel like TikTok isn't necessarily this, you know, like I can't sit, I mean I can, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same vibe as like YouTube. It's like a different vibe. For the last month or so, I've just been thinking about like how I want to be more creative and like how am I going to express myself. It always comes back to YouTube. It always comes back to this. And I think one thing that I've learned or I'm learning is that this is like a business for me. This is something that I want to do. And like a business, you can't just stop because you fail. You have to learn from your mistakes and you have to try again. And so I think even though I failed at this 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, I have to keep trying because maybe one day I'll find what sticks. And you also find what's for you and what sticks, what your niche is by posting, you know? So this time around, I think I'm coming from a different mindset, from a different state of mind, and want to remove the pressure of overperforming. Because another thing is when I first started doing YouTube, I was making vlogs and like going places and doing different things and like having friends in it. All that has changed. So what now? It's not going to be fun anymore. But I guess like I'm okay with doing things like this, just sitting down and like talking with my little mic and like, you know, expressing myself, even though it's nothing crazy. So now that I'm here and I'm finding out what I want to do, it's just different. You know, I'm not the same person that I was. I'm always changing. So I think that really helps. I don't know. I'm just like happy to be here, I guess. I'm just nervous because it's like, what am I going to talk about? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be posting every single day. I need to post at least a minimum once a week. I need to post at least once a week. I have the feeling if I have the drive, the motivation to post more than that, beautiful. You know what I mean? Great. But I'm not going to put pressure on myself to like do too much because I'm trying to gain subscribers and like whatever it is, like recognition. Obviously, you want subscribers. Obviously, I want people to watch my videos, but I can't let that be the main reason why I'm posting. It has to be because it makes me happy, because it feeds my soul, because it raises my vibration, you know, it makes me happy. That has to be the sole purpose, not because I want recognition. I can't do this for that. So it has to be a soulful thing. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this as my little way of expressing myself and like talking about myself. Like at the end of the day, talking about what I want to talk about, being who I want to be. It has nothing to do with you. I think as an African or as an African child, you tend to have to be like careful because your parents, friends are gonna see this, your family's gonna see this, and you're African. So like there's this box that you have to be in. And it's like I'm very much someone who wants to be out of the box. I don't want to be in the box. I've seen what the box is. I felt it. Don't like it. The box is not for me. Okay. Been there, done that. You can have it. I'm gonna be expressing myself, talking about my feelings. I've learned that it's not what you say, but how you say it. So I'm gonna be addressing a lot of different things, past situations and present situations. Another thing about this is like I didn't want to post on here anymore because I felt like I didn't want to be vulnerable with myself. Because a lot of the time when you're vulnerable, people know where to attack you. Like they know your weaknesses, you know, they know your blind spots. And I just didn't like the thought of like being exposed like that. But at the same time, I don't mind talking about my business. Like I don't mind putting myself out there. I don't mind being vulnerable. I think that's comes easy to me, and I do think that's a superpower because not everyone can do this. Not like how I can do it. I'm kidding. There are a lot of people who can do what I'm doing. A lot of people do it, but not everyone can do it. A lot of people try. It doesn't feed their soul. You know what I mean? They do it because they see someone else do it, like, oh, that looks like fun. But then they stop because, yeah, that's someone else's journey. That's not your journey. You know what I mean? So that's just how I am feeling about it right now because I feel like the way that I see this channel, I'm going to talk about things. I'm going to talk about things that people might not want me to talk about. I'm going to say things that people might consider as taboo, but like at the end of the day, like it's not about you. Like it's about me. This is my journey. This is my YouTube channel. This is my way of expressing myself, you know? Bless me. Excuse me. This was a 20-minute video. I also told myself I'm not gonna like try to put a cap on how long the videos are because sometimes I make videos, I'm like, ooh, I don't want it to be like more than 10 minutes long, but I really can't, like, because some videos are probably gonna be 30 minutes long. You know, this one is 20 minutes long. Some videos might only be 5 minutes. I might really not have much to say. I might just have a little thing that I'd want to share, but nothing crazy. So yeah, I'm also going to try to edit my videos and be a little bit more presentable when I come on camera because there were times when I wanted to do YouTube and I'm just like, I don't care if I look like a bum. I just have something to say. I'm going to say it. But no, I think representation matters. It really does because when you look good, people want to hear from you. You know, I don't want to watch someone who looks like shit. I'm just being honest. Sometimes I will watch people who I feel like don't look that great, but that's because their title of their video, whatever they're talking about, is what grabbed my eye. If I would be like, okay, but did you have to come on camera looking like this? You know what I mean? But who am I to judge? That's also something that I'm working on. I need to wipe my nose because that is so disgusting. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then go like wipe my nose. I'm gonna be editing my videos as well. I'm gonna try to become better at editing because I feel like editing is really one of the best parts that come with making videos and posting online. But at the same time, I don't want to like put so much pressure on like not being real, and like I want it to be raw. I want it to be authentic. I don't want to try to edit out every little single mistake that I make. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is my first video back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't all over the place. I'm gonna obviously watch it back when I'm editing. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. You will be getting a video within the week. You might even get 2 videos within the week. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna go with the flow. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.